Yo, you can let the magnum bust or puff bags of dust. If you mad at us, watch that ass get crushed. Now you're screaming, why did the blood have to rush? There's a bunch of thugs after us, slugs blasting us. Some rolling nuts smashed up. The nigga with the live weapons, yo, who got shorty coming and coming in 5 seconds? Giving back shots and track spots, fat knots. I rap hot like black clocks. Disrespect this and get disconnected. Spray like disinfected. This shit I spit keep my lips infected. I practice safe sex so my dick's protected. And hold the cat well, puffin' fat L's, rolling the chick, listening to Maxwell. On the Max cell, my man called me on the black shell. Told me he got bagged for a crack sale. How you feeling, son? Not that well. Niggas is busting texts and shit. And no matter what sex you is, behind your back, niggas is sex your is. Make you wonder where the exit is. Fuck that, cutting no slack. I'm busting fat nuts on your back. What it look like? You got crack.
Hey.
What it look like?
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Like, yo, son.
Yo.
That was dope. What do you say? Some my lips. I practice my keep my lips. Yeah, it was spit called keep my lips infect. That shit was dope.
Yeah. Yo, I'm sorry. Can we curse? We can curse?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
Bro, this
radio.
Yeah. I wanted to let y'all know too that particular song is I did that song like in the early 2000s. You know what I mean? And that was a classic underground joint. You feel me? And I put that out. We put that out independent on a independent label called True Criminal Records.
That's what's up. What's up.
The reason I did the video, I think like last year or 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. I had did it like just for nostalgic purposes because a lot of people used to like that song. Used to always be like, "What it look like? What it look like?" So I figured, yo, why not? Since everybody doing videos now, and I know how to do videos, so I figured I'd do a video for that. But
that's what's up. That what's up, man. That joint was dope, man. So let's do the formal introduction, man. Okay. Listen, you have tuned in to Piff Radio. I am Said Wines. Got Shay Speaks Life and got Raphael Can You Blame Me podcast, and we have a special guest in the building, FT Street Smartz. You know what I'm saying? Out of New York, out of NY. You know what I mean? Welcome to Piff Radio. Yo.
Stand out.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Hey, man, that was a dope joint, man. You know, I was looking through the videos and I was like, yo, I'm gonna play this joint. I heard the Problems joint on Spotify. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna play this one. You know what I'm saying? So that I like that joint. I listened to a couple of more joints, but I doubt what I really like. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now I feel you. Like even Problems, I did that. That was like my first record I ever did or put out. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the stuff I sent y'all is like older joints. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple of new ones in there. Like roll another one. That's a joint. I don't know if y'all see it in there, but that's a
okay.
Yeah, that's a joint for the smokers. I did that like last
That's for me right there. That's for me right there.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That was so.
Then I got another one. My newest song is called "Don't Get Comfortable."
Okay. Cool.
But I'm in the midst of shooting a video right now for it.
Dope. All right, let's get right into it, man. So who is FT Street Smartz and where you from exactly?
Yo, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn.
You know, I started the first part of my life in East New York.
Okay.
You know, I lived in East New York, Cypress Hill projects till I was 13. And then from there, I moved to South Jamaica, Queens. And then that's, you know, once I moved to South Jamaica, Queens, that's where I really started rapping and doing music and working with like different artists. And basically. So now I reside. I'm residing in Bed-Stuy, but I like to think that I'm from Brooklyn and Queens. You know what I mean?
You're both. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I'm from. And FT stands for fuck that.
I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, I seen that.
Like, some people think it means featuring, like, you know what I mean? So what I did, so that's why now I go by FT or Street Smartz, because you know, now sometimes like for my fans that do know me, they'd be like, or you mentioned FT, they'd be like, who? Which FT? FT from Street Smartz? Because FT was Street Smartz was a three-man group. It was me, Miles, and Six. And basically, you know, they didn't want to do music. They started out with me, but they didn't like the game. They felt it was like bullshit, you know, and that's still my family, still my homies. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, you know, when it was time to sign the record deal, I was the only one that signed it. And I figure I just keep Street Smartz on deck. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. So that's good, man. So tell us how long, tell us how long have you been creating music? You know what I'm saying?
Right. I've been creating music. Yeah, I'm gonna say since I was 13. And I really got nice and really started really taking it super serious when I was about 16. So I say I roughly I've been doing music close to 30 years. You know what I mean? I say let's round it off to 26, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
gotcha.
And I got my first like real first I started off on an independent label called True Criminal Records. I got signed to True Criminal Records in 1995.
Okay.
Ooh,
yeah. And from there, you know, that's when I got really serious about the craft and the industry and stuff like that. And from there, that's how I got like different record deals. From there we worked with Stretch Armstrong, and you know, from Stretch and Bobbito,
mm-hmm.
we got a deal with him. We had put out a record called Metal Things with OC and Pharaoh Monch.
Okay.
Yeah, actually,
actually,
Problems was the A side, the Metal Things.
Okay.
Metal Things was the B side, and it's a vinyl, you know, a 12-inch. And Metal Things featured OC and Pharaoh Monch.
Okay.
Yeah, and then once they put that out, I mean, it did really well for independent. See, now you sell 15,000 on the major in the first week. Now it's like a big deal.
Right.
That Metal Things back then sold 10,000 in the first week, just vinyl. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
that's huge. Even selling a vinyl, that's huge. You know what I'm saying? That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Actually, like I said, we sold like over 100,000 independent.
Oh, wow.
You feel me?
Dope.
Yeah, you know, and it's crazy because if we did that back then, I mean, if we did it now, it would be a way bigger deal. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, it's a lot more money to go around now.
yeah. But back then it was more. Mm-hmm. You know, they was going more of it wasn't no streamings. It was just more of pure sales.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So speaking of that, what was it like being on tour? Because I was reading your bio, you know what I'm saying, and I see, you know, we see that you open up for Eminem on the Anger Management 2 tour, right? It was Anger Management 2?
Anger Management 2.
Yeah, 2 tour. But what was like being as an artist? You know, what was like being on tour, then at the same time opening up for one of the biggest artists in hip hop, you know, which is Eminem?
Yo, man, I can't front. It was life changing. You know, mentally, you know, it was amazing. You feel me? And basically, what happened is how I got that connect is I was on a label called New Line Cinema. Not New Line Cinema. The name of the label was called New Line Records, but they was owned by New Line Cinema, the movie company.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So,
okay.
So they had the only other group they had was Immature. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was supposed to be the first rapper of New Line Cinema. You know what I mean? So and which I was for a while. You know what I mean? So basically, to stick on the Eminem question, I had a manager. His name was Riggs Morales. And basically, he's a protege of Paul Rosenberg, Eminem's manager.
Yeah.
So that's how, even though I wasn't on Shady Records, he was able to plug me into 5 dates on the Anger Management tour.
Nice.
So I was trying to get into on 50 dates. You know what I mean?
As you should.
Yeah, that would have really put me in the pocket. And
I
figure, you know, I'm gonna be transparent. Like when I when I signed with Riggs, as far as management, at first I was kind of iffy about it because they didn't tell me that they was going to take like 20%, you know what I mean, of my budget. You feel me? So they ain't tell me that to the last minute. So at the last minute, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I thought it was 10%. Then they was like, nah, 20 is standard. And you know, I thought I didn't want to do it because I'm like 20%. You know, my budget, I didn't have like a crazy $1 million budget.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna be transparent. My first budget for Sony was $300,000, but the New Line Cinema album was $225,000. You feel me?
Hold on. That was the whole. That was the whole budget for like recording and all that. That was just the whole.
Damn.
Oh
that's
man,
crazy.
that wasn't enough, dog.
Yeah.
That wasn't enough.
That wasn't
enough.
But I looked at it like, yo, you know what? It won't be as hard to recoup. You feel me?
Gotcha.
That's how I was looking at. And then I had a lot of dope features, and I had some dope people on it behind me. So I figured, I just ran with that. It was better than the Sony situation, even though I'll tell y'all about that later. Even though Sony it was $300,000, but I had no creative control, and it was just flooded over there. But to stick to the Eminem question, boom, I wound up thinking about it like, yo, you know what? I'ma just, if anything, I'm not on shady, but I could get Eminem leftovers. You feel me?
Right.
Okay.
Like whatever he don't use or whatever his old connects was.
Right.
I could just use that. You feel me? That was my mind state with that. So I wound up signing it. You know what I mean? And from there, Riggs was able to get me on 5 dates or whatever. Now, like I said, I was trying to get more, but the label they was going back and forth with Shady on the hotel and the transportation and all that. It wound up not working out. But the particular 5 shows was dope because I literally opened up for him. Like I came out before him. You know what I mean? So that was at first they tried to put me on the side, like on some intermission shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when the lights go up, like, and I was like, nah, bad enough. Cause I didn't do a whole song. I'm like, bad enough. I'm not doing the whole song. Right. And I didn't have a hit single out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, yo, if I do that, it's gonna look like some. I said, I ain't coming out. I don't want to do it unless I'm able to literally come out before him. You know what I'm saying? So what they did, since my name is FT, fuck that. They came up with a plan like, yo, M got these huge bodyguards. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, yo, look, you just come on, like you come on stage. When we give you the cue, you just come from behind the stage or come from the front of the stage and just grab the mic and just be like, yo, introduce yourself and be like, yo, my name is FT. Fuck that. I ain't even supposed to be up here right now, but I'm gonna rip this shit. Throw a fucking beat on. You know what I mean?
Oh,
okay. That's what I would do like every night. And the crowd would go crazy because they'd be like, yo, who the fuck? Like, oh shit, who's up there? Then my song come on, which is a song called Ridiculous. It's on Apple Music.
Okay.
And it would come on, you know what I'm saying? And I spit the first verse. Then after I get to the end of the verse, the security come snatch me up and we have like a little scuffle and shit. But they so big, they just like grab me by the, and pick me up over them and shit. And I'm like, I grab the mic and I'd be like, yo, fuck that.
Hey,
right.
Hold on, your feet
the crowd was going crazy. Crowd was going crazy.
Dangling though, right?
That was the whole scheme of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that concept.
Yeah, that was a good. Hope they ain't had your feet dangling, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Get your ass. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. The first night, yo, because I didn't get to bring a bunch of people backstage with me either. I only had one of my homies with me, my DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we did shows before, but this was a sold out. The first night was sold out, like 18,000 people. You know what I mean? We was in Virginia. So boom, I'm backstage. I'm seeing D12, 50, Ludacris, Titty Boy. This before 2 Chainz was. This when 2 Chainz was Titty Boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Titty Boy. I'm seeing all these cool la. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, this is like I'm about to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm backstage and I look, I see the curtain, and I see all them people, man. I was like, yo, I caught anxiety, and I started shitting bricks, and I got scared, and I was like, yo, I had to man up, and I said, yo, this is God talking to me right now. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, and I started thinking about it, like, damn, all those people, they don't know my song, my shit ain't on the radio yet. I'm coming out before M. I'm like, how the fuck you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm ill though, but what if they don't, you know what I mean?
Right.
So then I just spoke to God, I just prayed, and then I said, yo, if I'm meant to do this, I'm gonna make it through this. You know what I mean? Without getting booed or whatever. I said, if I get booed off, then I ain't meant to do this. You know what I mean? Or it ain't meant for me to do. You know what I mean? That's the mentality. That's what I was thinking at that point.
Right.
I was like, ain't no running, ain't no turning back. I got to step out there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right.
So they cued me. They told me, rush to the stage. I got out there. I did the routine. I did the call and response. You know what I mean? Started spitting. And by the grace of God, the crowd went crazy. They went crazy. Like
by the grace of God.
They loved the whole thing. You feel me? Yeah, and I'm like, then we got backstage. I'm hearing them say, they were saying, fuck that. Me and my homie was jumping around. My manager, we was like going crazy. And that was from there. That was life changing to me because I get nervous before every show, whether it's mad people or whether it's 5 people. But I always say, damn, you know what I mean? You could get butt so nervous because if you could step out in front of 18,000 people in an arena,
right.
you could forever, you know what I'm saying? And like I always tell people, what I learned, my experience from doing shows all these years, some shows is better, some shows is better than others. Some crowds are better than others. You know what I mean? Some crowds, you might go out and be like, yo, this show gonna be crazy. I'm gonna kill it. And, then something go wrong. The mic ain't right or the crowd ain't moving like how you thought. You know what I'm saying? Then it'd be shows where you be like, damn, they ain't gonna feel me like they feeling this person or that person.
Right.
And it'd be opposite. You know what I'm saying? But another thing. My bad. I'm ODing. My bad.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say now the second show taught me a huge lesson. You know what I'm saying? Because after that show that night, we was hyped, like we was partying, man. We was drinking, girls. It was amazing. Everybody calling me. The next, it was off the hook.
Right.
But the next day, we did a show in Jersey. This was when the Nets was still rocking. Jason Kidd and all that.
Okay.
So that was like close. It was around like 2002, 2003. So boom, I get to that show and it's lit. It's fucking Clue back, DJ Clue, Kevin Louse. This when G Unit was like super hot. This was right when they signed to Shady. So 50 back there, Lloyd Banks, Green Lantern, everybody. So I'm like, yo, and I'm juiced up from the night before. I'm like, yo, this is about to go crazy. Like I'm about to, yo, man. I get out there, the vibe is like different. My mic is like acting up, my voice is like, I'm thinking I'm Superman, but my voice is not how it's supposed to be because I was partying too much the night before. You feel me?
Right.
This dude, this punk rock dude is in the crowd. Remember, now this shit is packed too. It's like, so Eminem was selling shit out back then. So it's packed. This dude in the crowd, this punk rock dude yelling, "Fuck you! I hate you!" Yo, and I'm like, that shit just had me like,
yo, fuck that, fuck that.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, it's like a movie. It was like a movie, like when you having them flashes, like, yo,
right.
I had to just catch myself. I spit it, but they didn't react. Like I didn't get booed off, but it was nothing like the night before.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
So look,
it was nothing like the night before. And then when I can't front, I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. When I got off the stage, yo, I shed a tear. I was like, damn, I felt like I let everybody down because I didn't get the reaction I got before. Then, you know, my management, my people was telling me like, yo, you know, first of all, you know, every show ain't gonna be like how it was that night. Like Eminem, he like, yo, when Eminem first started, even when he was buzzing, motherfuckers was throwing bottles and all kind of shit. Like, yo, that shit is that shit is hit or miss. He said, and another thing, he was like, yo, you was partying too much tonight.
But speaking of hit or miss, speaking of hit or miss, that's funny you said that, man. You being from Brooklyn, you've been doing this, like you said, over down there 10 plus years now. What are you doing to bring that real Brooklyn music back, man? Because let's be honest, Street Smart, let's be honest, man. This Piff Radio, the South done had this shit on lock for the last 20 plus years, bro. So what are you doing? What are you doing to, because every time, look, check it out. I'm always hearing these dudes come from New York saying, I'm bringing New York back. I'm bringing hip hoppers back. We back on top. Y'all get one hit, and then the shit just fall off like yesterday. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what separating, what are you doing for the New York culture to kind of like put y'all step back on the game and kind of reignite that fire?
Right. Well, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Word, like you said, the South, it feels like they, you know, at this point, they really got the ears of the radio. You know what I mean? They really own the radio right now. For a while, it's been that way. You know what I mean? Me, you know, and I do that. Yo, I do trap music too, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm into that because I'm a producer. You know what I mean? But my diehard, my core audience know me for that New York shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So right now, and this is a great question because right now I notice me, like the records I do now, I'm tapping back into like the record y'all just played. That's the vibe I'm going back into. You know what I'm saying? Just straight hardcore. I'm not worried about a catchy hook. I'm just worried. But I am worried. What I'm doing is my formula is that, like you said, I'm going back to that gritty formula. Just a dope, hard ass beat and the hardest lyrics I could spit or the most clever, you know what I'm saying? Bars I could spit.
Right. I think that is not I think New York, I don't want to say New York fell off. I think New York slowed down a lot.
Yeah.
I want to say
they
fell off,
bro. They definitely fell off.
I mean, I'm gonna say
slowed out a lot. I would say slowed out a lot. I wouldn't use fall off because
they didn't fall off. But it's I'm gonna say this. I feel like this. I feel like, yo, like you said, the South, that sound is you know, and the trap music and drill music runs the radio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, as far as like what I'm doing, like and the New York hip hop shit, it's still a lane for that, but just not on the radio. You know what I'm saying? It's still artists with fan base. Like shout out to my man Vinny Paz from Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? Now he's an artist that you probably never hear on the radio, but you go to his shows, they sold out. You know what I mean? Got his own crazy fan base. He makes he's a millionaire or close to it. You know what I mean? And people are never probably the average person. Our peoples are probably never hear from this dude. You know what I mean?
But you know what? Three Smarts. But you know what? It is a lane for it because we got Benny the Butcher from Griselda.
Yeah, exactly.
All them boys.
He bringing that real hip hop sound back. He making it cool for lyrics and you know what I'm saying? Like
and I can't
real.
Right. And my bad. I can't front. Shout out to Griselda because they brought that back. You feel me? They made it cool again to do that New York sound.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's what inspired me to go back. Like I said, to fuck that. I'm making gritty music, just a hard ass beat.
Yeah.
A dope, crispy ass video, not stressing the hooks or whatever. You know what I mean? And just, you know, like, yo, you gotta understand, like, if it wasn't for Griselda, Kanye West, Nas, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, if it wasn't for them,
And Benny, yeah, all them boys.
Yeah, yep. If it wasn't for them to still adding that element, you know what I mean? Like, Kanye West do all kind of different shit, but he always keep that element. He always have a song or two that's still on some boom bap.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's funny because I'm a producer myself, and when I started making music, real short, I was always sampling. So I'm from Miami, so I'm from the South. So it wasn't as popular then, but I always knew that one day it's gonna come back around. So now it came back around. Now I got all these beats with the samples, boom bap, and stuff like that. Now cats like, yo, said I need to this, that, you know what I'm saying? So I always knew that it was gonna come back, and like I said, when Zelda and Benny the Butcher and West Side Gun and Conway and
Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah, Freddie Gibbs. Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, man. I was like, yo, I'm in there.
The only thing about like the New York shit too, like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, who else? Who else is like, yo, they dope. Don't get it twisted. I love J. Cole. I love Kendrick Lamar. They fire. You know what I mean? But I feel like they don't say nothing I remember. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like Biggie, he got shit. He say shit like you. I can tell you a Biggie line. You feel me? I can tell you a Nas line. I can tell you a Drake line. You feel me?
Okay.
You know
interesting.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
And I'm not dissing the brothers, man.
Right.
I'm just saying it's different.
I get where you're going with it though.
Right.
It's different. And like the young people, they my like I always say, I always make this comparison. My like Wu-Tang to them is like Run DMC to us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how the young people that even know Wu-Tang. You feel me? They looking at them like old school. You know what I mean? Oh, that's that old school shit. Or like the New York sound. The boom bap. Oh, that's old school. You feel me? So
yeah, I feel what you're saying. But I think it's coming. I think it came back, but in a new way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of producers, they added their own elements to it. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. You know what I mean? So now I see you. I'm reading your bio. I see you placed a lot of stuff in a lot of films. You know what I'm saying? So what it was like placing music in multiple films, not just one. You placed music in quite a bit of films, dog. Like, what was that experience like placing these music in these films?
Yo, it was a blessing, man. It was like, that was the benefit of being on New Line Records. You know what I mean? Because before I got signed to New Line Records, I had I was on Sony. I was on an independent label called True Criminal Records.
Okay.
We got distribution through Sony 550. And basically True Criminal signed another production deal with Stretch Armstrong from Stretch and Bobbito.
Right.
And Stretch, he had distribution through Sony, and that's how we got on Sony. Long story short, we did the album and they was feeling it, you know what I mean? It got to a point where the album was done, and then they was like, here you go. You need a single. You don't have a single. You know what I mean? Then 2-3 weeks later, I came with a single, and then the energy changed. They was like, yo, we gonna go with this. This is the one. But right when we was ready to go, my A&R got fired.
Oh man.
Yeah, then they fired the whole staff. You know what I'm saying? They had the new A&R. Now the new A&R, he felt my music. He didn't want to let me go, but he felt like I should work more. He felt like, he just wanted to basically shelf me and just keep me in the studio. Just, you know what I'm saying?
We're not gonna edit. We're not gonna name that A&R by name, but whoever he is.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't around in years, but God bless him, right? So, boom, we wound up getting off Sony eventually. They didn't want to let us go, but we got off it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then at that point, I can't front. I was really confused because I was like, damn, this shit ain't work out for me. What I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And even if you tell people, yo, I didn't get dropped, they gonna be like, oh, you didn't get dropped, then what happened?
Right.
As soon as
what don't checks look like though?
Come out saying, yo, you got dropped. You got dropped. You know what I'm saying?
But look, but what don't checks looking like though, Street? What don't checks looking like? The music you produce on films, like how much you got paid for that?
Yeah, off in the beginning, them shits was lovely. You know what I'm saying? Like off the rip, like I got like 5,000.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 5,000, 7,500.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the publishing because mind you, I was on like Rush Hour 2. That was the first one that they placed me on. You know what I mean? And that was so dope about New Line because other labels be the owner of the soundtrack or whatever. But being that I was on the movie company label, they
right,
my artist has to be on this.
You feel
me?
That makes sense.
That's how I got on the
right.
That's how I got on the Rush Hour 2 soundtrack because I wasn't supposed to even be on it. Like they were saying that Leo Cohen was like, nah, he only wanted Def Jam artists on it. But you know, my people at New Line was like, nah, we need one of our artists on this.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like we making them, you know, if New Line is in charge of the movie, like we got a record company, like let's get one more artist on it. Like that
makes sense, right?
Come on, so it was a song that that was Rush Hour 2 was the first placement I got. You know what I'm saying, as far as soundtracks. And oh shit, up front I got 5,000 up front.
That what's up, man.
You know what I'm saying? But they had used a Marvin Gaye sample. You know what I mean? So basically I only got 30% of the record. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, due to the Marvin Gaye sample. So that's a jewel for everybody too. Like you
got 30% because some people don't even get that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then that record, it was called Brolic. I actually had a different record because you know the Rush Hour 2 song that came out on Def Jam.
Okay.
And I felt like Def Jam, that's a dream label for like a hip hop artist. You know what I'm saying? Especially around that time. So I was hyped, and I had this record called John F. Hennessy that was like buzzing in the streets, and I'm like, yeah, that'd be perfect. For the soundtrack on Def Jam, John F. Hennessy, Rush Hour 2 soundtrack. But the A&R reached back to me like, yo, they didn't go with John F. Hennessy. I'm like, what? Like, yo, that's a Def Jam record. Like, yo, they like, nah, Leo Cohen said it was too hard. I'm like, Leo Cohen said it was too hard. Like, they got DMX.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they used this song called Brolic. You know what I mean? That I made. You know what I mean? And I was just grateful to be on it. You feel me? I felt like they could have picked a better song, but I was just grateful to be on it.
That's what's up.
Let me ask you this, Street Smartz. What will be, you've had a lot of placements. What is one of your favorite placements?
My favorite one, I'm gonna be honest, Final Destination 2. Because they still play that every year. And a lot of people seen that. And then they play the song in three different spurts in the beginning of the movie. Like in the beginning, like in the very beginning, in the first 15 minutes when he's in the car, when the dude is in the car sniffing the coke, or whatever. That's if you listen to it, that's my joint.
That's what's up.
Damn,
y'all watching that movie again? The dude is in the car and he sniffs the coke. That's my song playing.
Hold on, Street.
So why did he sniff the coke? That's what we looking for.
Yeah,
that's the part we looking for at the first 15 minutes of Destination 2.
Yeah,
got you.
That's the coke.
Yeah, y'all hear that audience? Make sure y'all check that out. You know what I'm saying? Go back, check it out. You sniffing that coke.
That was the first. And then they play it like three different. So that was my favorite one because a lot of people they still see that. And I like Elf too. The Will Ferrell, the Christmas movie. I like that too because I when that came out, I didn't really pay attention to it. I was just like another soundtrack, another check. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know the relevance of it until one day, like a few years ago, I was watching a movie with my peoples, and I'm like, oh shit, that's my song. And then I totally forgot I had got a check from that, and my song was in there, and it was I was like, wow.
So now question: do you remember your first publishing check?
My first publishing check
when you first got you, like, do you remember holding that publishing check? Do you remember that first publishing check?
Yeah. My first publishing check. Yeah, I remember. It wasn't that crazy. It was like 25.
It don't matter. I don't give it $5. You know,
right.
what's dope about it too is like I still get residuals.
That's what's up.
It's not as much as when it first came out. Like when it first, that's what you said. When it first come out and you got like a hit record or you on like a hit project or a hit movie, and it's playing like constantly, the checks come more. You know what I'm saying? They bigger and they come faster. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like big movies like these big movies you see come out, like whoever's a part of them, they getting them big checks like right off the rip. You know what I mean? Then as it died down, dependent, because some movies die down and some go up. You know what I mean? Like songs, like for instance, like Capone. You know that? Oh no, oh no, oh
yeah.
I just found out that Capone from Capone and Noriega, that's originally his song. You know, so I'm like, damn, that's basic. He's basically getting checks from that.
Right.
And that's a 13-year-old record. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Now ask me this. Hold on. Ask me this question. So let's say let's say, because now we're in the streaming era, right? Real quick. Do you still get now once these, now these movies probably on like Hulu and Amazon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, are they now? Are you going to get residuals from the streaming now or they got to come back kind of like rework the deal, because now when streaming is a little different now. Now we don't talk about like units. Now we talking about subscriptions. So if this movie is getting played on the streaming services, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it a way you still get residuals from it, or do you see residuals from it or whatever like that?
Yeah, definitely. The thing about the whole tricky shit about publishing though too, man. And no, not just publishing, royalties in general. Like it's money that some money like you might get your CSAC or your ASCAP check come to your crib.
Right.
But some money you actually gotta go get and be like, yo, wait a minute, where is this? You know what I mean? And that's where a lot of artists, including myself, that's where a lot of artists miss out. It's so much money out there for artists that we ain't even touched yet, or we can't even get to, or might not even ever see, because we got to go through to get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you got to either get a lawyer or have somebody that specializes in publishing, or and that's going to really find these labels or go to these people and speak to them the way, the language that needs to be known. You feel me?
That's what's up. That what's up, man. I'm
glad. And like I said, when I was younger, like I did them deals when I was younger, and right now I wish every day I'd be like, damn, I wish I could just go back and just change this or change that, because I learned so much. You feel me?
Right. That's what's up.
That's why I say, if people always say like, yo, you got to learn the business, you got to know the business, it's generic, but it's true, because so much I learned, I felt like, damn, so much I could have benefited off and done differently, even just talking and dealing with people on a business level, but when you young and you ain't got nobody, and you from, like they say, like that story, when you young from the hood, you never had nothing.
Right.
You're trying to get out the hood, you get an opportunity. You don't want to be like, nah, I'm not signing this paper. Y'all niggas is jerking, because you don't know when that opportunity gonna come again. You know what I mean? You try to get out the hood. You feel me?
Right.
That's true. So man, so tell us about your companies, man. UncutGrams ENT and you know what I'm saying, WGLLC.
Yeah, well, UncutGrams ENT. I decided to start that most recently, because that's like my version of Griselda, or my version of Def Jam. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I just like in 2020. I got the rights to my streaming for my own joints.
Congratulations on that.
Congratulations
on that.
Thank you, man. And what happened was, I was with a streaming distribution company for like 10 years, and what I would do is I would have to call them like every 6 months to see how much money came in or whatever. And then one day I just woke up and thought about it and be like, yo, I'm dealing with this company for like 10 years. Niggas don't be on labels for 10 years. Like, why I'm calling them looking for money and gotta meet up with them and all that. I'm like, yo. So I just I had a decent conversation with them respectfully, and I was like, yo, you know what? I want y'all to take all my music down so I can put it back up myself, and I can just, I could just go to my computer and
cut that middleman out. Right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So they ain't give me a hard time. They gave me the music back. And then what I did, that's why I sent y'all a lot of the old joints, because those are like the classic joints that people know. You feel me? But then now what I do is I'm in total control. I like all my new music. Either I paid for it, I produced it, I did the artwork, or if I didn't produce it, I paid for someone else to produce it. You know what I mean? I did the artwork. I do. I'm doing videos now, and it's like a no holds barred type of thing. You feel me? It's like I'm in control of my music fully. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, WGLLC, that stands for Winston George LLC, and that's my government, Winston George. And
okay.
Hello.
Oh, there.
Where you at,
Hello?
Winston?
Yo.
Yeah, we hear you. Can you hear us? He must got a phone call.
Yeah, he probably got a phone
He
call.
probably got a phone call. You gotta leave and come back. Leave out and come back.
Yeah, leave out and
come
back.
Yo.
Street.
Yeah, son.
He said, "Damn, son."
Yo. Hold on.
Hey, tell her to call you back.
There you go. Yeah, you got to come back.
But I gotta. You know what?
Y'all listen to Piff Radio. You know what I'm saying? He's coming back. Street. You know, FT Streets. You know what I'm saying? Street Smartz. Whatever. Yeah, man, he gave out a lot of game, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot of gems, man. You know what I mean? That's a lot of gems, dog. But there you go. He back.
Yo.
Yeah, we here. You probably got a phone call, huh?
Yeah, man. My bad, man. I put it on
do
not disturb. But Winston George LLC. That's my that's basically my government. And what I do is I make hoodies. I make custom hoodies and custom shirts and custom. You know, this is a shirt I made today.
Dope. Okay.
I didn't shout out to Vito Art. He did the art, but this is something I made. You know,
nice.
So if y'all ever need some merch for your brand, holla at me. I hook y'all up.
No doubt. We got you. We got you, man. There's no doubt. So, which one now? I read that you know, like you said, you mentioned this before. Y'all sold like over 100K units in the streets. Now, which one is more difficult, selling 100K units in the streets or getting 100K streams? Which one is more difficult?
I would say selling 100 in the streets.
Okay.
Right. Gotcha. Like right now, back then.
Yeah, like right now.
Right now is
well, back then too. Like when y'all was selling them in the streets, and then now you trying to get the 100K streams. Like which one was difficult? Like damn, you know, which one was difficult when y'all was selling the 100 in the streets or getting the 100 streams right now?
Nah, getting 100 streams. No, getting 100 streams, 100,000 streams right now is way easier because you could pay for it if you want to. To tell you the truth, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then
That's
you
true.
know you could do it organically too. You just gotta have the content, and you know what I'm saying. So I would say in the streets it's harder. It's more pure because you gotta really convince people, or people really gotta like you or like the cover or something about it to be like, yo, come up out their pocket directly and buy it. You feel me?
Right. You gotta do more delegating. You know what I'm saying? More
groundwork. You gotta put that groundwork in.
Yeah. Now the streaming game, I'm just. You know, at first I didn't like it at first. I thought it sucked. You know what I mean? I'm still not crazy about it, but I'm slowly but surely like getting the hang of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, man, I'm being honest with you. I don't care. I'm a real dude. Like streaming is a whole thing. Like it's you could buy. I never did this. I don't do this. I keep everything organic. But you know, some people, you know, they got it on YouTube, like Vice TV. Some people could buy five different iPhones and have 5 different Apple or Spotify accounts. And just had them shits playing all day.
That's true.
And your stream just, you know what I'm saying? So that's a hustle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's called streaming farms.
Yeah. And then people eat with their eyes. So if they get to your song and they like it, and you got like 100,000 or 1 million, or some people just go off hyped off numbers. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, man. Streaming, you know, it changed a lot. Changed a lot of strategies what you had to do. You know what I'm saying? But I was like you. I wasn't falling in love with it, but I like it though because you know I can make a couple of dollars just make a couple of dollars just sitting on my computer and whatnot.
Exactly.
Versus had to get off I got to literally not saying I won't do it, but I don't have to get off the couch pack up my CDs, put it in my truck, head to downtown Atlanta, and stand out there. Hey, man, buy my CD. Look at it. Buy my, I ain't got, man, throw that shit up on. Hey, bro.
Right. then yo, you got to think about it too, man. Like, yo, you get that streaming right, that residual income, you get a nice groove. Shit, you might not have to work one day. You know what I'm saying? You might look in the inbox and it's 3, 4,000, 10,000, 100,000, whatever. You know what I mean?
True. That's true.
That's what's so dope about it, though. So now I'm just trying to find that momentum to where I could get them shits up to where I could make a decent living off it. You know?
Yeah. You know what we call that? Mailbox money back in the we call that mailbox money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now it's like digital. It's mailbox money. That check coming all the time. So that's what a streamer provide, man. Like that check be coming.
Right.
Like you said, you get it right, boy. That's shoot.
Right. Like these the people that's just, but what's hard though is you got to get so many streams.
Yep.
To make that's what's difficult. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they ain't even paying you a whole penny.
Right. Because even a million streams it's only a few $1,000s.
Yeah, I think it's like 4. That depends on the platform. It's like $4,000 or some shit like that. Yeah, that depends on the platform because Spotify ain't paying that much and Apple definitely ain't paying that much. You know what I'm saying? And Tidal only paying like 2-3 cents, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna change that shit.
Well, Kanye gonna change the game with that. What's that he got on his
stem player?
Yeah, the stem player. Yeah,
that's gonna change the game.
I think so too. I think if he got to keep stem player 2, stem player 3. You feel me?
Yeah.
If he keep every year like making like a kind of like an iPhone type thing where you could do different stuff with it. Yeah. Right now with the last album he put out, I think how he did it was dope, but people were saying like, damn, what else can I do with it? Can I play other music off of it? Can I, that was people questioning. So if I'm him, I'm like, yo, every year I'm stepping that shit up.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I always tell artists, and we trying to do this with my artists. Shout out to 80 Grand Music. We always, and it's a gem for artists. If you're gonna do merch, always do merch that people can reuse.
Right. True.
Do merch that people can reuse. T-shirts, towels, cups. You know what I'm saying?
Lighters,
bottles, even a thumb drive. You know what I'm saying? Even if you go with that route, because they can always reuse the shit. I always say, man, build merch. Man, I'll be looking at companies be doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Pepsi holders, whatever. And they always what they always do. They always give out pens, right? They always give out pens. Give out like, you know what I'm saying? Give out like shit, man, cups. T-shirts. It's like and I'm like, right. And they give out stuff that is always stuff that people can reuse. Because you know why? Because every time you pick up that pen, you write something on a piece of paper because you're gonna look at the name. Oh shoot, Pepsi Cola or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or FT Street Smart. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna see it on there, and then every time they're gonna look, and then eventually, shit, they're gonna like, man, let me go check this dude out, man. Let me see. I keep seeing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they're picking up that pen to write something. They all, so that always work, dog. That shit always work. And I be looking at these companies. Everything they give out, dog, is always it's always something somebody can reuse, dog.
Facts.
Facts. Now, so you been in New York, dog. Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, Queens, Queens, all that. You know what I'm saying? So, and you're a vet. You're definitely a vet in the game.
Mm-hmm.
In your opinion, how much has the hip hop industry has changed in New York?
Oh
from
man,
then to now, man.
Man, well, I say like I said, man, New York, like that New York sound ain't that, like it ain't really relevant on the radio like that.
Right.
It's relevant in the hood, in the streets, on the underground. You know what I mean? It's still relevant in the city, you know what I mean? But as far as like the radio is straight, sometimes we used to hear if it ain't Jay-Z, Nas, or Kanye West, you hearing straight up trap music or drill music on New York radio. That's the difference. You might, if you go to like the R&B stations, you know what I'm saying, you might hear like All I Need or like Wu-Tang joints every now and then. You feel me? The
commercial joints, you know
what
I'm
saying?
But
the main stations like 105 and Hot 97, that's the difference. And that's why, you might hear a lot of New York artists upset with New York radio, like, damn, all they are playing is down south shit. Like, oh yeah,
But you know what?
You know what I'm
But
saying?
you know what? New York, they adopted the drill sound too now.
Yeah, yup.
Mhm.
They got Brooklyn drill, they got
Yeah.
Chicago drill,
drill, yeah.
and that's Brooklyn drill, Bronx
UK
drill.
drill.
Yeah, that's what's really rocking on the radio now in New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I say changed like the set. And then before, when you could just, walk up to a label and stand outside and take the DJ down and freestyle. Nah, it ain't like that. They going off of your numbers.
Right.
You could be whack. If you got your numbers is up there, they gonna hear you out.
And if you got to
could
look
be the
too,
dopest motherfucker, a nigga like me. My numbers, they gonna be like, they probably most likely they gonna overlook me if I ain't in the building with a big dog or somebody like, yo, listen to this guy, he's ill. You know what I mean?
Right.
If not, they not. It's all a numbers game. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what I would say about New York. The numbers, all a numbers game.
True. I think, you know what? I think reason why New York artists are pissed off at like radio in New York, because they got a valid point. Because when they go to other cities, i.e. Atlanta, when they come to Atlanta, they listen to radio, they listen to the major radios out here in Atlanta. Guess what they playing? Atlanta music.
Mm-hmm.
They playing the 2 Chainz and the T.I.s and Jeezys, and even every once in a while, even probably more often than not, they playing an independent artist from the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this is on commercial radio. I think how many radio stations out here in Atlanta, Raphael? Like 3, right?
About 3.
Atlanta, like 3 or 4. So Atlanta has like 4 major radio stations. I think 3 or 4. I think on New York only has 1 or 2. I think. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken. So with New York artists, when they come to Atlanta or come down in the South, period, and they go to places like South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, whatever, and they hearing dudes, they hearing dudes from the hood, like from Birmingham, getting played on the major stations. So cats in New York like, whoa, wait a minute, why y'all not playing our joints on the radio? So
exactly.
So I think New York I think cats from New York have a valid point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why I understand the frustration. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like pulling teeth trying to get your record played in New York, but then you come down to Atlanta and they got all number Atlanta artists on the radio. You saying Young Thug, Baby, Lil Baby, and Lil Yachty, and Jeezy, 2 Chainz, all these Migos, all these. You like, damn. But you go to New York, they only playing Jay-Z. And then you go to New York, then they playing Young Jeezy.
Right. And then you know what it is too? It's you know what it is too in New York? It's really who you know. You know what I mean? Because don't get it twisted. Like they got New York art, because I would say the sound change in New York, because they play New York artists on New York radio, but it's not like underground shit. It's straight trap and drill. You know what I mean?
Man, they'll play the underground. They'll play the underground shit down here. Raphael, they'll play that shit down here.
And it's who you know. Like if a DJ that's DJing at Hot 97 or 105 got an artist or got a team of artists that dope, he's gonna push that in your ear, like, you know what I mean? He's gonna make sure you know his guys, and then that's how his guys become relevant.
But I think part of the reason too is, at least down here, it's more grassroots, it's more organic, because the strip club, the club scene plays a major role. So we let the streets talk. You know what I'm saying? And they have so much venom in the streets that you can't help but play it on the radio. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it's who you know, but at the same time, it's like it's relationships too. But it's also like the fact that we kind of got the culture to where we helping one another and each one teach one, and you bring
it's more unity.
Unity.
Right. And the fans down here too is a little bit more accepting. And that's not saying that, nowhere else, like i.e. New York, Philly, and all these other places. But we by us being in the South and we notice like what's going on, you know what I mean? Because again, cats from the South like us, we grew up on, a lot of us grew up on New York music anyway. A lot of our favorite artists are from New York, or from up top. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? So my sound is damn near from, like, man, you would think, man, Sad must be from Brooklyn. No, dog, I'm from Miami, Florida, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the South. Right. You know what I mean? So
Florida got a mean scene too, though.
They do, but it's weird scene. Yeah, but it's weird.
Kodak Black.
It's a weird scene, man.
Man, Kodak is dope, man. Kodak.
Kodak doing something. I give him that.
Yeah, who else? Ross is a legend.
Yeah, Ross. Mm-hmm. he probably the if you want to say like Florida wise, you know what I'm saying? Of course, if you want to say South, you'll probably get him in the top 10, but yeah, he definitely the biggest artist that ever came out of Florida.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I love
no doubt.
Salute to Florida, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to say this real quick.
Go ahead.
I just want to salute you real quick, big dog. I want to salute you because it takes a lot to kind of like, it's certain people that do that. Boozy, Webby, Kevin Gates. It's certain artists that regardless of what the climate is and the culture and the sound, they stick to the script, they stick to their sound, and because they know it's a rotation, it's a circle. Eventually that it's gonna come back around.
Right.
You can go with the gimmicks all you want to, you can go with what's popular, but at the end of the day, this is here to stay. Real content, real substance, real lyrics around the state. And you got to have a strong head to stick to who you are and stick to your sound through the storm. So I just want to say I salute that, bro, and keep grinding.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank y'all brothers, man. This platform is dope. I was kind of worried. I was like, oh man, I don't know if they gonna film me or whatever.
No, you good, man. Man, listen, man. We everybody family when they come on Piff Radio, man. Everybody family, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we gonna treat you. So Shay, she jumped out because she had to go do a live real quick. You know what I'm saying? But this is her question. You know what I'm saying? So Streets, what's your zodiac sign, dog?
I'm a Gemini, man.
Oh man, Gemini, they run the goddamn industry, man. God damn.
Gemini.
Gemini, Kanye West, Andre 3000,
yes.
Biggie, Tupac,
man,
Steven Spielberg,
Remy
Ma. You got a mean lineup. You got a mean lineup.
Gemini running.
Lauren Hill,
Lauren Hill. Remy Ma, Remy a Gemini too. Shout out to Remy. You know what I'm saying?
We adamant about our art. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Yes.
Even if we look crazy. You feel me?
Perfectionist.
Yeah, perfectionist, man. And we do it from the heart. Like we do it. Like
DJ EFN, shout out to DJ EFN. You know what I'm saying? He a Gemini as well, man. Like,
man. What's your signs, man?
Well,
I'm a big Aquarius.
Yeah, he a big
Aquarius, bro.
Oh, we cool. That's no wonder why we so cool.
I'm a Capricorn. I'm the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's what's up. Both of y'all, I get along with both of y'all. Some of my best friends is Aquarius.
That's what's up.
Cool
and
guy,
my nephew
man.
is a Capricorn. My nephew, that's my baby boy.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. See,
that's
what's up, man. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, Gemini, they run it. I ain't finna go do the rundown. Shay, you know, she'll do that. Shay is Scorpio, so she'll do that because that's what she do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, definitely, man, Gemini's run the industry. I don't care what nobody say. If Gemini's got the craziest lineup of artists. Kendrick, man, Tupac and Biggie alone. Kendrick, Tupac, Biggie, that alone already like
yeah.
That alone. You know what I mean? So shout out to you, shout out all the Geminis, man.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we having fun right now, man. So okay, so there's another question. Shout out to Javi the Pilot, our other host, you know what I'm saying? He's in New York. Actually, he's in New York. You know, he's actually in New York right now. You know, he's from New York. You know what I mean? I don't forget what part Harvey from. He gonna kill me. But but do you like pineapples on your pizza, dog?
I could tolerate it, but nah. I could tolerate it though. Like if somebody said, "Yo, I made a mistake and got pineapple," I'd be like, "All right." You know what I mean? But I can't do ham on pizza. I could do bacon, but not ham.
Okay.
Hello, dog. How you?
I can do bacon on it, but not ham.
How you gonna do the pork, the actual pork, and then the semi pork? I can do the semi pork. I mean,
and I can do you know what I can't do though? Anchovies.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't do that.
Yeah,
or
barbecue sauce on pizzas.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Nothing about it.
I can't do that
either.
Yeah, barbecue don't go on pizza. I can do the olives, you know what I'm saying, the peppers and yeah, I can do that. But yeah, that barbecue sauce, bro. Nah, I can't.
Word, right? We already got the tomato sauce going on.
Yeah, and you gotta add barbecue sauce on that tomato sauce to barbecue sauce.
Right.
Who I want to know who was in the board meeting when they do that shit. Like who was in the board meeting? Yo, guess what we gonna do?
Chicken barbecue.
Right? You know, they come up with all kind of brilliant, dumb ideas.
Right, brilliant. Damn. Thank you, Raphael. That's what we gonna use. A brilliant, dumb idea. That's what we're gonna use that for now on. Somehow, some way, come up with brilliant, dumb ideas, man. All right, so, all right, dog. Look, This segment, bro. Look, I'm gonna tell you about this segment. Let's talk your shit time, right? Shout out to Murphy Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Murphy Lee came on here. We saw him talk your shit. Dude spit a dope ass 16.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Spit a dope ass 16, bro.
Uh-oh.
Guess what? Then guess what? We had Petey Crack come on here. He spit a dope 16.
There you go. Yeah.
Street,
No
come on,
doubt.
dog.
You got me. Yo,
Come on,
shout out
Street.
to my man Olise Foru. I'm in a group. I'm also in a rock band called Loud Panic. You know
Let's
what I
go.
mean? All live instrumentation. Look out for that. This is a verse from one of our songs.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Of course, I floss like a boss. Got family in Miami, but my name ain't Ricky Ross. It's a homicide. Black Phantom suicide doors. I'ma burn the block down. After that, it's yours. I'm a king. Living the grand imperial life. Bad mommy in the back. Bentley interior white. I'm the serious type. You might catch me on a bike. Higher booster giving OGs advice. I'm living legally rich, but hard like a criminal. All I do is push buttons. Everything's digital. Catch me on the internet so you can see the interview of one live getting money high individual. I got them so damn open off my grown man slogans. Crack versus the rap version of old man Logan. You so damn phony. For those that know me, I be high, ordering pies with no anchovies. So hold back, Bodie. I'm eating your food. You gonna see me with goons before you see me with fools. Y'all the Heart Foundation. We the Legion of Doom. If you ain't keeping it cool to start leaving the room, screw you, nigga. And all your peeps, all your beats remind me of a toilet seat. I declare war. This is more than beef. How dare you question my loyalty? FT, Street Smartz.
That's hard, bro.
Ooh, FT,
That's hard,
Street
bro.
Smartz, talk your shit.
Talk your shit, man.
Talk
Hey,
your shit.
Hey, you setting the bar, bro. So anybody come on here on Piff Radio and talk y'all shit, bro. Y'all gotta meet certain criteria, bro. You gotta meet expectations.
I can spit one more.
No, hey, shit, Rocky, let's go.
I can spit one more.
Fuck it, let's go.
Go ahead.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna never ask for your help. I'm gonna go out and get it myself. Write $1 million check to myself. Fuck a record label, I did it myself. I don't depend on anybody else. Ain't no losses under my belt. I can't be boss. I'm a boss myself. You ain't put me on. I put it on myself. Where was you when we was on the shelf? Where was you when we ain't had no wealth? Where was you when we was on welfare and ain't nobody care about how we felt? Got my paper right now, I'm back. Hustling day and night, now I stack. Got to pay the price if you whack. I'm gonna take your life on them tracks. I can take you right to the trap. Show you how to get rich so fast. Don't rely on me. Get your cash. Ain't no denying me. Kiss my ass. This whole economy is my stash. I'm gonna make the industry my new bitch. She be buying me cribs and whips. We get high and I don't buy her shit. Let me talk my shit.
Oh, buy her shit.
Yo, shit. FT Street Smartz in the
man.
building.
Hey, that's how you gotta come.
That's how you gotta come.
Talk your shit on Piff Radio, bro. That's how you talk your shit.
There you go. That's how you talk your shit. He done set the bar. Raphael,
you set the bar.
He done set the bar.
For real. Yeah,
boy,
man.
You done set the bar for the next artist gonna come on this motherfucker.
Yeah, they gotta come with it.
Man. Good looking, family.
That's a classic.
That's classic, no doubt, man. Hey, man, listen, man. Tell the audience where they can find you, or everything that your social media, wherever you got, whatever, how they can find you and become your fans, bro.
Yeah, I want to say, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's YouTube/Standout TV. You know what I mean? And you can catch me on IG, that's Instagram, at FT Street Smartz. You know what I mean? And you can also catch me on TikTok.
FT Street Smartz.
Yeah, at FT Street Smartz.
Yep.
With a Z at the end. You can also catch me on TikTok at FT Street Smartz 1.
No doubt, no doubt.
And I'm on Facebook as Winston George.
All right, bet. I'm gonna follow you on the TikTok. I'm on TikTok, but I ain't even know that really on there like that. But I'm
yeah, but yo, IG is like my main thing though. I'm always on there.
Got you.
I'm gonna follow. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with the follow then.
Yeah, at FT Street Smartz.
No doubt. Hey man, give us that Piff Radio drop, my brother. Give me that Piff Radio drop.
No doubt. Stand out. It might set you free. This is FT, aka Fuck That, from the legendary group Street Smartz. And I'm rocking with my brothers and sister on Piff Radio. Let's go. Word up, man. Salute, family. I had a great time.
Y'all energy,
y'all energy is amazing. Thank you for letting me be on the platform, and I hope to be able to come back when I got some new stuff going on.
Man, no doubt, man.
for sure.
You know, yeah, man, for sure. Send us whenever you got, got the new records, whatever, or if you got a record that you want to spin, just send it to us in that same email. And,
Okay.
Man, we'll get that on rotation, my brother, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
we always play
my latest joint too when we get off the phone.
Send it, dog.
Yeah, send it, bro.
Man.
Send it in.
Go ahead.
Remember the faces. Remember the faces, bro. We the new wave, bro. We on the rise,
bro.
I
would like, honestly, because I want y'all to hear some of my the old stuff is cool, but I'm gonna send y'all some new shit so y'all can be like, oh shit, this nigga's still dope. You feel me?
Send it to us, dog. Send it to us.
Yo, come here. I'm almost done. I want some beats from y'all too.
Yeah, I'm gonna put me and Jay, we the owner of Piff Radio, shout out to Jay Pitt. He's a producer as well, and I'm a producer too. So definitely, man, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, dog. I see some joints. I see my website and all that. You know what I'm saying?
No
and
doubt.
Everything like that, man. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Appreciate you, my brother, man. Thank you so much, man, for joining us, man, on Piff Radio, man. It was definitely a pleasure, man. You're a dope, dog. Keep making that music. Keep, you know what I'm saying? For real, man. Keep putting New York on the map, man, because keep with your sound. Keep with your sound, man. Keep doing it because it's still relevant. Relevant. And we need that. We need that in hip hop, man. Keep representing hip hop for real.
Same too. Y'all too, man. Y'all keep it up, man. Keep up the great work. Bro, God bless y'all, brothers, man.
No doubt. We'll check you, bro.
Yo, peace, Kings.
All right, big dog. Be safe.
That
was hard, bro.
That was hard, man. That was hard,
man.
I
like, bro. I like his energy, bro.
Yeah, it was dope, man. And I'm surprised, she was like, hey, he was a Gemini. You know what I'm saying? That was dope, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Hey, Raphael was a pleasure, bro. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again, make history. We making history, man. We're going to do it again,
For sure, man. Yeah, man. And we still live. I forgot we were live, man. You know what I'm saying?
We still live, you know what I'm saying?
That's how organic this is. But, hey, man, I had fun. We enjoyed it, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to Piff Radio, man. You know what I'm saying? You never know who coming next. And yeah, man, Piff Radio. We in this thing.
Piff Radio, man. Hey, make sure you follow us on all social media at Piff Radio and Twitter, Piff Radio Online. Listen to us 24/7, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my co-host, Raphael, Can You Blame Me Podcast. Make sure you go follow him at Can You Blame Me Podcast. You know what I'm saying? And you know who I be. I am Said Wines. And we gone, man.
We gone, bro.